Hi everybody, welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about if he actually wants to come over and what to expect and what to do if you're in that tricky situation. I'm going to discuss the pros and cons, and if you do decide to have him over, even though if you met him the first time, the second time, or third, whatever it might be, I'm going to give you some little bit tips of what you could do. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Sindy V King. I am a creator of Calling My King. I help transform women to create lasting love through Vedic astrology, neuroscience, and transactional analysis so that she becomes the queen of love. And today I want to specifically talk about if he is asking to come over to your place. So I'm going to give you a few hits, and if you have not watched my other videos about if he wants you to come over his place, I recommend you watching that video, and I'll link it at the very end of this video so that you can watch it. Let's discuss why he wants to come over at your place, and there's a couple of reasons why he wants to do it. Number one, it could be like his place is not really ready to be entertained by anybody. That could be a possibility. The second, he might have a roommate or something like that. Or thirdly, it looks like a bachelorette flat. So that could be a possibility, and it's not really a comfortable place to kind of be in. So he just probably goes to work and comes home and sleep, and that's what he does only. So it's not going to be really greatly furnished per se, or it might be, but it may be out of date and he's just inherited a bunch of furniture that is kind of mix and match, if you know what I'm saying. And let me tell you, because you are a queen, and that's the reason why you're watching my video, and you probably own your own queendom, and it's nice and comfortable, or you're getting in the process of getting it in a comfortable place for yourself that you call home sweet home. There's a reason why it's called home sweet home, because number one, it's safe. It's a safe place that you can go home and feel like you can relax, be vulnerable with yourself, and also possibly entertain your guests, including either families or friends. So that's a good possibility that you have this nice queendom and he want to check out your flat. And by all means, if this is your first date, I don't recommend having anybody in the place. Number one is the reason why you don't really know them. And so would you let anybody in your house per se? And if you have valuable things in there, it's a little bit hard. So I would say entertain yourself, especially if you're an introvert and you're always at home all the time. It's great to just be out and just explore the world a little bit there. So the second part of it is really important that if you do decide to have him over your house, here's a few things that you can do and allow yourself to be comfortable. I think number one is really important for any guest that you even have, not alone like somebody you just dated, is really set the ground rules. Do you guys all agree with that? Do you guys set the ground rules? Like, for example, maybe taking off your shoes at the door could be one per se, or there's a coat hanger, you want to hang your coat. Those are the things that makes people feel welcome and be, happy and comfortable in your place. I think what's really important is not only you're going to tour around the house, but there's also some ground rules that you want to be able to say, do not enter in this room. So I don't per se want to entertain or give a tour. I'm not a real estate agent, and you don't have to be a real estate, and this is not a show home whatsoever. Honestly, if there's a comfortable place in your home that is more what I call feminine, okay? So let me repeat that again. It's more feminine and that you can entertain. So I would say the bedroom doesn't need to be entertained. Do you guys all agree with that? Do you even let your parents, hang out in your bedroom? Not per se. So why would they have the luxury to do that? I would even show around places where you have beautiful art. What is really special about your home? And like, for example, maybe you have an art collection or really cool, like a bookshelf or a library, stuff like that. I want to stay away from anything that what's considered to be a masculine room. And we all have a masculine room. You know, they call it the caveman. We have a cave woman as well. And also we have our masculine where we work. So when we work, those are our masculine straight. You don't need to show your home office. And especially if you are working at home, if you're an entrepreneur per se, or you just have switched over, you don't need to show that office. And especially it's client confidential information is in your office, so you don't want to allow them to be in that room. So I would just even recommend locking it up because you don't want anybody kind of shuffling through if you're not seeing them. I really set good ground rule. I like to tell people, especially if you have pets, okay? And as well, if you have a security camera, some people are a little bit iffy about certain things like that. So those are something that you want to have that conversation through text message or over the phone per se, just letting them know like, hey, I have a dog or I have a cat. So if that's something that's going to be a problem, then you know in the very beginning so that you're not entertaining the wrong type of person, especially if you have pets. And if they're iffy about having cameras, especially if you're living in a gated community, things like that, it's it could be very complex getting to your place per se. But I know these are very extreme situations and you kind of have to gaze it through your own personal lifestyle and especially your home. Like I said, first date, not really so much until like you really get to know them. You know their last name. You know a little bit more with their childhood. Like you really get to know them. They're almost like close to your like good friend that you feel comfortable having them around. And if you're having a barbecue or entertaining as a group setting, sure, why not? It's open up. There's all eyes around you and you feel a little bit more comfortable. So those are the things that I would recommend doing. But again, this is your place and I call it this safe haven. And there's a reason why it's called safe haven, especially it's called home sweet home. And it's a place that you are safe. And if you ever feel pressure, don't ever feel pressure of saying yes, because that's really a masculine thing and it's feeling vulnerable. I honestly would say, hey, let's go and do something out in the world and that's a little bit more comfortable for both of us to go and explore. And you guys can switch ideas from that. But honestly, I feel like home is a safe place. And if that's how you feel, right? If that's how you feel, it's considered to be non-negotiable because it's an experience that you always want to hold on to until you're ready. And what is the number? People always ask me, when do I feel safe? When you really get to know them, okay? So a little bit more deeper than just like a first date or you're just getting to know their first name and looking at them the first time. Honestly, that's really important to you especially, and I always never want to risk your safety. And please, if you are entertaining anyway, please follow your country guideline. I know things are a little bit changing in the world right now, and I want you to, again, never risk the idea of saying yes to somebody that you're not feeling good about it. So I have a video about healing your emotion, about especially your feminine emotion, and we'll get through it as well. And I have a wonderful program, so definitely click down below to go and sign up for that. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye now.
Look, if you're serious about being fearless in love and ready to be treated like a queen, links is down below to book a time. I got over 100 videos on YouTube and I post new videos every week. So make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button. You get notified when new videos goes live. If your friend is actually stuck in love, share and like my video. I do take requests on topics and answer your burning question about your relationship. So just leave a comment down below. Otherwise, see you in the next video.